Why did you have the Superman tattoo? What's that about? Huh?
Well, this anecdote is truly somewhat funny. I went into a tattoo parlor like every long-haired kid in the mid-'80s was doing in Los Angeles, California, living that lifestyle as I was, and wanted to get the equivalent of a Hell's Angels patch that said Bon Jovi, New Jersey. It was going to then become the title of what would have been our 4th album, and I was stealing the idea from Little Steven, who was another New Jersey musician, who on the back of their jackets used to write Disciples of Soul, Manhattan. Simply stealing from my heroes. Went in and I said, yeah, I'd like that. Orange letters, Bon Jovi, New Jersey. And the guy's nodding his head a lot, and then he says, looks a lot like the Hells Angels. I said, yeah. Got motorcycles, man. He says, yeah. He says, you know, chances are you're going to run into one of these guys in a bar room one night. He's going to rip your arm off and beat you with the wet end, you know? I said, I'll take the one next to it, which happened to be the Superman logo. And I thought to myself...
You didn't say that.
I did, honest to God. And I thought to myself, it was during the Slippery When Wet record, and I thought to myself, if my life is over at this point, this little tattoo will denote the Slippery album. And at the time, we were doing that little flying stunt across the arenas. And I said it stood for something, so I got the Superman tattoo.
Okay.